Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's week three of the NFL, and we are kicking ass so far. 4-0-1 in week one, and 3-2. Okay, it's still a winning week in week two, so pretty good. 7-2-1 through the first 2 weeks, and now we're ready to go thanks to week three and our buddies at winwithsports.com. They're the ones that help me out. They get into the lab with me. We break it down. Information, stats, trends. Winwithsports.com. Give them a call, 866-258-7060. 866-258-7060. My buddy Jerry runs the place. 25 years in the gaming business, both as a professional gambler and as a bookmaker. Winwithsports.com. They hook us up right here. JRod and the Boss Ladies, winner winners every Friday. So let's get to business. Week three is upon us, and we got 5 winners for you. Fingers crossed. 5 winners. We're 7-2-1. So I'm happy about that. Let's start with probably the game of the early games. It's Baltimore at Kansas City, a couple of undefeated teams. They're both 2-0. Now the question is, which undefeated team do you believe? I mean, the Ravens beat a terrible Dolphins team and barely beat a Cardinals team in Baltimore, while Kansas City, they went in, beat Jacksonville, and beat Oakland, but as the road team. Pat Mahomes on fire, but so is Lamar Jackson. So it's kind of an even Steven kind of thing. The one trend that you might want to think about: Baltimore 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games. But I'm going to go against that trend. Too much offense, too much Patrick Mahomes, too many weapons, and I think Baltimore's 2-0 start is a little paper lion compared to Kansas City's 2-0 start. So I'm going to take Kansas City at home. It's their home opener. I'm going to take the Chiefs -6 to cover that game. Another early game, which I'm really interested upon, are the Lions. The Lions are an interesting team this year. Had a big lead in Arizona that they blew, ended up tying. And we told you last week to take the Lions at home, getting 3 points against the Chargers. Not only did they cover, they won the game just like we thought they would. This time they're on the road. They're at Philadelphia. Now the Eagles, tons of injuries, and they're 0-2 against the spread this year. I like the Lions getting 6 points on the road. I know it's crazy, but the Lions, they play tough. They had a tie, and they won out at home. I like Detroit. I don't think they're going to win the game, but I think they're going to make it close. And Philly being banged up, and Matt Stafford has that instant offense with the Lions. I like the Lions getting 6 on the road at the Eagles. Now let's go to the late games, the 4 o'clock games. This is going to be kind of a crazy pick right here. The Giants and Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback is at Tampa Bay. Now, Giants have looked pretty bad, 0-2, hence they're making the move from Eli Manning to Daniel Jones. And the Giants, here's an interesting trend: 7-1 against the spread their last 8 road games, and they're 6-1 straight up against Tampa Bay. The Bucs, who knows what you're going to get? Who knows what you're going to get from Jameis Winston? They lose their first game, and then they go to Carolina, and they beat a banged-up Panther team. I don't believe in Tampa Bay. I don't believe in what they're doing, and I think Daniel Jones and that coaching staff we're going to see is going to be prepared. I like the Giants getting 6 points in that game, so I'll take the Giants as the road dog getting 6 points in that game. I think Daniel Jones will shine. Wouldn't surprise me if the Giants actually won the game, but I think they'll cover +6 at Tampa Bay. 4:25 Eastern game. Another interesting game. It's Pittsburgh at San Francisco. The Mason Rudolph era begins. His first career start for the Steelers, now that Big Ben's out for the whole year, against a high-octane 49er offense. Niners trying to go 3-0 for the first time since '98. And meanwhile, the Steelers, are they going to be 0-3? We'll see how this turns out. Mason Rudolph didn't actually play that bad coming in for Big Ben in Seattle. He was 12 of 19, couple of touchdowns. But the question is that defense of the Steelers going to be able to slow down the 49ers? Remember, the 49ers scored 41 and 31. They've scored 72 points in 2 games, while the Steelers defense has given up 33 and 28. They got Minkah Fitzpatrick from the Dolphins. I think offense really isn't going to be a problem for the Steelers. The question is, can they stop the 49ers? I think Mason Rudolph shows up. I think he shows out. And I like the Steelers getting 7 at San Francisco. It sounds crazy, but I got a good feeling about this. I like Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin, The guy is a professional. The guy knows how to coach. He just didn't forget how to coach. I like the Steelers. So we're taking 3 road dogs so far. I like Pittsburgh +7 at San Francisco. Last game, the Sunday night delight, the Rams at Cleveland. What watch is Odell Beckham Jr. going to wear? What Richard Mille watch is he going to wear this time? Rams 3.5-point favorites on the road at Cleveland. Rams 2-0, not a surprise. Browns 1-1, a bit of a surprise. They could be 2-0. They absolutely demolished the Jets like they're supposed to. Rams 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games. Rams 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games. And the Browns at home 8-17 against the spread in their last 25 games. Now, interesting what the Rams have had to deal with. They dealt with Cam Newton in week 1, banged up and barely beat him. They knocked Drew Brees out of the game and pretty much handled the Saints. Now they get a healthy Baker Mayfield and that Browns offense. I still think this is the Rams that won the conference, that went to the Super Bowl. Their offense has kind of sputtered. Goff hasn't looked all that good. I don't know if Cleveland can handle the Rams. I think the Rams will explode. I think their offense is going to come together against a Cleveland team that really doesn't know what they're going to do. I mean, Tennessee got them up for over 40 points, and yet their defense showed up against the Jets, but the Jets is pretty hapless. I see the Rams getting at least 5 touchdowns in this game. I'll take the Rams -3.5. So let's recap. We like Detroit on the road getting 6 at Philadelphia. We like Kansas City at home giving 6 against the Ravens. We like the Giants getting 6 on the road at Tampa Bay. We like Pittsburgh getting 7 points at San Francisco. And we like the Rams giving 3.5 at Cleveland. Remember, winwithsports.com. They are our exclusive sponsor here of our JRod and the Boss Lady Winners every Friday. Go talk to my man Jerry, 866-258-7060. He will take care of you. Information, statistics, trends, and not just NFL. They do college football, they do baseball, basketball, hockey has started. They take care of you at winwithsports.com. Give them a call, 866-258-7060. So that's your week 3 winners. Have a good one. Let's make it a winning week. And don't forget, brand new JRod and the Boss Lady premieres on Sunday. We kind of do a little retro, go back to Havana, Cuba kind of vibe. Not, can't say if Camila Cabello is going to show up for this one or not. But make it a good one. Remember, winners right here on JRod and the Boss Lady.